We're back.
You didn't know we were gone, but we've been gone.
We've been gone a while.
Mm-hmm. He had surgery.
I got surgery. Sick. Yes. But now we're back and better than ever.
And you know what time it is?
And what time is it?
It's wine o'clock.
It's time for another, can't say scintillating because she wants me to say something different. Mm-hmm. It's time for yet another edition of the Wine O'Clock Report. Brought to you by wine because why not?
Cheers.
Cheers.
You know what we're having tonight?
Well, you can see that we're having her favorite, which is white, but we're really having her favorite, which is Sauvignon Blanc.
Right. You have to be more specific when you say what my favorite is, because it isn't.
It isn't
her favorite
all
is
white. It is not all
white. It's Sauvignon Blanc.
Right. The thing is that I must apologize to you red wine drinkers out there. I had fully intended to have to use this episode to share with you the wonders of handcraft Malbec. But there was, we had kind of an industrial accident last night. You know what an industrial accident is? It's when you don't stop at your favorite wine shoppy on the way home from work and pick up that extra magnum or bottle. And so you start running short and you have an industrial accident. In other words, it got consumed. It was good, though. Wish you could have had some.
It's a problem that isn't the worst problem.
No, it's not the worst problem in the world. And I promise we will have handcraft Malbec on at some point in future. Because
we have this whole series of handcraft going on. Mm-hmm. But meanwhile, what are we drinking tonight?
We're drinking Korbin Kameron Sauvignon Blanc. Korbin Kameron, not Corbett Canyon.
Please, this is a distinction that is very important.
Yeah.
But let's show them the pretty bottle.
The bottle is very pretty. There is no barcode,
you can't really tell.
And it's very hard to see. It's kind of it's a neat little bottle. It's just kind of tricky to see it on camera there because it's so light.
But it's pretty. Mm-hmm. There's not really a label. It's like it's etched.
It's like it's etched.
It's etched onto the bottle. And there's a little label down here. Actually, that's etched onto the bottle, too. Snazzy Korbin Kameron.
Someone's been playing with their Etch-a-Sketch. Is that how that's done, with an Etch-a-Sketch?
No.
Oh, well. I'm getting some definite grapefruit, but there's other citrus. It's not just grapefruit.
Just for educational purposes, I pulled up a little infographic that I can't really show you right here, right now.
Right.
But you should get grapefruit, melon, asparagus, citrus, and grass in Sauvignon Blanc. Or it would not be at all uncommon if you got those aromas.
Thankfully, less grape. We are of the opinion, both of us, that grass can be outside of you can be on the patio drinking the wine, and the grass in the yard right next to where you're drinking should be about as close as it gets to the Sauvignon Blanc. In other words, maybe just a hint.
Right.
Just a hint of earthiness.
Because you realize, of course, that the whole thing about the aromas and the flavors has nothing to do with the ingredients in the wine.
Right.
It just has to do with how the wine turns out based on its fermentation and the whole
how long it's stored,
what it's stored in,
and
of course, you know, the fruit itself is going to taste like how it was grown in the terroir, which we talk about a lot, which I think is a very snooty word to say. So definitely throw it out there as often as possible. Right.
She would love this paired with a certain chicken pot pie. When we were away, she inveigled me into making homemade chicken pot pie.
Because he's been off of work home from surgery, and so I figure, I've got a husband at home. Sure. Why can't he make me dinner?
Sure, and he likes making her dinner, but it's got to be right now. It's, you know, if you've had hernia surgery, and I've had several, it's painful to stay in any one position, whether standing or sitting, for very, very long. So I've actually been adapting things to eat. For instance, we had hot dogs last night. You don't have to stand very long to make those. One of our favorites that we do is we get some Italian bread and some prima della ham and Havarti cheese with pickles and mustard and make Cubans on the George Foreman grill.
On the George Foreman grill.
Yes, and
that might be what we have for dinner
that may
tonight.
be what we have for dinner tonight. And in fact, this would
This
also
would
be
go really well with
wonderful with the ham and cheese in a good Cuban.
So they say that the color of Sauvignon Blanc is anywhere from pale yellowish green to an old gold color. I can't say I've ever seen a Sauvignon Blanc
In an old gold, yeah.
darker than about a yellow gold, but
Yeah.
this one is definitely, to me, based on what I can tell in this lighting, is definitely that straw yellow. I don't
Right.
see
It's
any
more of
tinge
a
of
lime.
green in there.
Well, no, I do. But
do?
no, I know why too. Because I'm actually having it. I'm looking at it right now, and it's sitting on this blue placemat next to my blue water tumbler. And if you pick it up, that
It's
immediately
yellow.
goes out of there. Yeah. So
Don't have your wine sitting on any kind of a color if you want to get an accurate reading.
you can't have
color.
matchy wine. That's just
Yes,
too,
you can.
Well, you can, but the problem is you run the risk of being shishi. And the problem is
So
that
you
wine,
say it's wrong for me to ask my hairdresser on Thursday to give me Merlot lowlights in my hair?
No, because you can do it, and you don't look like you've just copied all the other girls at the prom and getting the
Prom?
that same prom dress. You always look like an original. She does. She really does.
Look, my hair's curly today even.
That's right. And in fact, she'll constantly go into places and have her interesting painted nails or whatever, and she's always getting complimented over, and there'll even be women saying, "Oh, I've got to make mine that color."
So I'll tell you the
Why
funniest.
I'm interested in this, I don't know, but
Yeah,
what the heck?
you're married. I guess.
It's a married thing. Yeah.
So a really funny story about me actually at being an original and an independent as I am
Yes.
was when I was young, and I'm going to say 10 years
Younger.
old or younger.
Yeah, younger.
I remember playing with my very favorite playmates, and
Mm-hmm.
we were running around unsupervised like was safe to do back in those days.
Mm-hmm.
And like the topic of what is your favorite song came up, and I said my favorite song is La La La.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, well, that's my favorite song too. And I said, no, then my favorite song is blah blah blah. She's like, oh, that's my favorite song too.
No, it's
She
not.
wasn't getting
Yes.
the message that I wanted my favorite song to be
Hers
my
alone.
favorite song, and that she was not to copy me.
Yeah, there's we both know a lot of people that are Mr. and Miss Me Too's, and that is whatever you say you like, because we tend to think of ourselves as pretty original. They chime in with, "Oh, me too."
Some people
Me
like
too.
that, though. I mean,
And that's
some people,
fine. That's
and
fine.
some people say that it's that what is it? Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine, but I don't want to be flattered. I want you to be you and me to be me. So stop it.
Yes, and that way we're free to be you and me. And if anybody ever got that reference, you're older than you look. Just saying. Okay, good. Well, anyway,
With
we have
that,
with
I
that,
think it's about
think-
time to wrap it up.
Yes, because it's been a little on the shortest side, but it's
a
been
good thing.
spirited. Yeah, that's one thing. I
Go
learned.
see our Pinterest.
Go see the Pinterest.
We've got all these infographics and stuff out there.
Infographics.
So Pinterest.com/W o'clock. Go see it.
There you go. And then, of course, there is our YouTube channel, which you should go see that as well.
And you should go to our blog spot. It'll come up on the credits at the end. Go visit. Follow. Interact.
Oh, yes.
We are brainwashing you to be our followers. Look deep into my eyes.
We're wine washing them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I like
we're
that.
wine
We're
washing
you. Okay. Anyway.
And with that,
that's it.
it's time to end another unscintillating but still inevitable
Remarkably exciting.
and inevitable issue of the Wine O'Clock
Issue?
Report. Yes.
Episode?
Yes, maybe it's a tissue of the Wine
need a
O'Clock
tissue.
Report. Yes. And with that, we will be gone for now. And as always, later people. Bye.